Rodgers has his wish. The Packers hosting the NFC title game for the first time in his starting career. But road title games are not foreign to this guy. Tonight on Cover 2, the road to Tampa, we break down the matchup of 12s plus a lot more, including on the clock. One more obstacle remains on the road to Tampa. It just happens to be the team from Tampa that turned the Packers into roadkill in October. The road to Tampa continues now. Good evening. How you doing, everybody? Welcome to Cover 2, the road to Tampa. The Packers march towards Super Bowl 55, of course, continues Sunday afternoon. The top-seeded Packers hosting Tom Brady in his 14th conference championship game, first with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. For the Packers, they're returning to the NFC title game for the second straight season, certainly hoping for a better outcome this time around. So a week of preparation comes down to this. The winner will head to Tampa. To begin our coverage tonight, Bailey Burmaster joins us with the very latest on Sunday's matchup. Bailey?
Chris, there's updated news on the injury front for both the Packers and the Bucs. For the Packers, corner Kevin King was not at practice. Head coach Matt LaFleur said it was a back issue. They will give him through the week to figure out if he is good to go on Sunday. Meanwhile, Kingsley Keke is out as he remains in the league's concussion protocol. Tampa Bay has officially ruled out receiver Antonio Brown for Sunday, and the Bucs have activated defensive tackle Vita Vea. The Bucs defense getting a valuable reinforcement for the NFC Championship game, but safety Antoine Winfield Jr. is questionable with an ankle injury that popped up today. He did not practice. For Green Bay, the good news is if King is unable to go, newly re-signed corner Tramon Williams will be available. It's possible the ageless Super Bowl 45 alum was going to be promoted from the practice squad anyway, but now there's a legitimate reason to do so. Quarterback Aaron Rodgers praised Williams today and even called him the most athletic person to ever be in the building. As time creeps closer to kickoff, the players are feeling a sense of positive attitude and gratitude for the season.
It's a perspective change, where I think a lot of us, myself included, at times we think too much about what we don't have, comparing ourselves to other situations. And I think that robs you of a lot of the joy you can take with you in your daily journey.
Having a great group of guys, man, who love to do the same thing, man. I say, man, if guys come to work, man, knowing what they're supposed to do and do it with a smile on their face, man, you can't outbeat that, man. It's a great group of guys in here, man, and for myself, man, I just love the game. And in the position that we're in right now, man, we got a great opportunity, man, to win this game, man, and go to the Super Bowl and hopefully win the Super Bowl. So what more could you ask for?
Sunday marks only the fourth meeting between the future Hall of Famers, Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady. The first came in Week 13 back in 2014, Brady matching Rodgers with 2 touchdowns, 0 picks, but it was the Packers defense coming up big late as the Packers won 26-21. In 2018, Week 9 on Sunday Night Football in Foxborough, Patriots ran for 3 scores, Rodgers threw 2 touchdowns, no picks, Brady threw for 294 and a score, and New England won big, 31-17. And of course, the latest meeting in Tampa, Rodgers with 2 interceptions, 1 a pick 6, only the 3rd of his career, while Brady was efficient, 166 yards and 2 touchdown passes as the Bucs crushed the Packers 38-10. And welcome back, everybody. You are watching The Road to Tampa. Well, to be the best, you have to beat the best, and that certainly rings true for any champion. But this year, Aaron Rodgers and the Packers have to beat the best of all time. Dave Schrader rejoining us with more on the QBs on this NFC Championship stage.
Well, as we get ready for Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady at Lambeau Field in this NFC title game, let's truly appreciate the showdown. Rodgers is 10 years removed from his first Super Bowl appearance and is trying to set the record for the longest time away from the big game while still getting back. And in the last 10 years, this will be Brady's 9th conference championship game, and he's been to 5 Super Bowls since Rodgers last. On Sunday, Rodgers will take his Packers squad that looks to be a team of destiny up against that 43-year-old unkillable football zombie that is Tom Brady.
Obviously, Tommy's had an amazing career. His legacy is one of so many wins and so many accomplishments, and I've been a fan of his for a long time and enjoyed the few times we got to play. I remember when I heard the news about him coming to the NFC, I thought this was a real possibility, and I'm excited about the opportunity to play against him one more time.
He does everything well, so he's got great command and experience, leadership, Players are playing hard. You know, he's got a great style of play. He obviously throws the ball as well as any quarterback.
This will be the fourth meeting between Rodgers and Brady as starters, with the home team winning each of the previous contests. And while Brady's played half of his title games at home, 7 of them, this will be the first at Lambeau Field for Aaron Rodgers. Finally, at home, he's looking to make last year's season-ending proclamation an instantly correct prognostication.
We'll continue to improve, and like I said, the window's open, and I think we're going to be on the right side of one of these real soon.
Rodgers and Brady may have been on parallel tracks in the football universe, playing in opposite conferences before this year. And while the more accomplished Brady seems like an unquestioned legend, remember, there was a time when it looked like his second act of Super Bowls in New England was a pipe dream. As I pointed out, the day the Packers drafted Jordan Love, there was plenty of symmetry to the Patriots drafting of Jimmy Garoppolo. Back in 2014, it had been 10 years since Brady's last ring. This year marked 10 years since Rodgers' ring. And Rodgers, the same age that Brady was when his seemingly heir apparent was picked. So what did Brady do to hold on to his job? Well, it was quite simple. He won a Super Bowl in Garoppolo's rookie season, took the Pats to an AFC title game in year 2, then won another Super Bowl after that, before winning MVP and losing in the big game the year after, then collecting another ring 1 season later. Now, will all that be in store for Rodgers? Well, that would be beyond anyone's wildest dreams, but Titletown's number 12 is on the right track, looking to immediately silence doubters just like Brady did. Rodgers is the presumptive MVP and 1 win away from the Super Bowl.
As a kid, you dream about playing in Super Bowls and playing in big games and what that would feel like. After you win it, you're thinking, sure, we'll be right back next year. And we went 15-1. We won 19 games in a row and had some good teams along the way. I mean, we've been to the NFC Championship now 4 times. Since 14, 4 times. No other team's been there more than once. So we've had consistent success in playoffs, but we haven't kind of got over that hump.
Trying to get over the hump, Rodgers and Packers fans should like this note. The home team has won 6 of the last 7 NFC championships. On Tampa's side, Tom Brady is looking to make the Bucs the first team to ever host a Super Bowl in their home stadium. But for all his playoff success, only 6 of Brady's 32 postseason wins have come on the road, though 2 have come in the last 2 weeks. Chris?
The Packers and Bucs have faced each other only once in the postseason. The 1997 divisional round at Lambeau Field, Tampa Bay and Trent Dilfer, the Packers and Brett Favre. Neither quarterback was very good that day. They combined for only 1 touchdown pass and 4 interceptions. But a Dorsey Levens touchdown run in the 4th quarter was enough. The Packers won 21-7. Of course, Green Bay would later lose in Super Bowl 32 to the Denver Broncos. And welcome back on the road to Tampa. The Packers riding a 7-game win streak into Sunday, while the Buccaneers have won 6 in a row, including the last 2, as you heard Dave mention, on the road. No doubt Sunday's NFC title game is going to feature a different version of these teams from October. So our Bailey Burmaster sits down with Kevin Lewis, covers the Bucs for WFTS in Tampa, to help break down Tampa Bay.
When we talk about this matchup, everyone wants to talk back to the Week 6 matchup. How are the Buccaneers different from the Week 6 matchup to where they are now?
I think a lot of the difference is on offense. They dominated the Packers in that game, and everything went right. And it's one of those, you wish you could save that game for the playoffs, where offense, defense, special teams, you don't make many mistakes. But kind of since then, the middle of their season, they kind of had woes. Tom Brady looked 43, when he threw some of those passes. And they, you didn't know where they were. And then they had the late bye week. And ever since then, they've won 6 in a row.
Lombardi Show, featuring the head coach and general manager of the Green Bay Packers.
All right, let's look ahead to Sunday. The Dallas Cowboys and for the whole works.
That's right, Al. This is the big game of the year, and we're real happy we're going to play it in Green Bay. Let me say that, and our field is going to be in good shape because unless something happens to that electric blanket we have out there, I'm thinking sometime maybe I ought to go out and pull a switch to cut down on the
power bill.
Cut down on that speed that the Dallas team has, and that's the story of the Dallas.
Temperatures 30 degrees at kickoff. It'll feel like 22. By the end of the game, 26. It'll feel like 20. But again, those wind speeds mostly less than 10 miles per hour, and maybe a few lingering flurries. But again, most of the snow will be long gone by then.
It felt like 90,000.
It was great to have the fans back. Hitting the signs on the stands.
It definitely made a big difference. I think our guys really fed off their energy.
All right, gentlemen, here we go. We'll start with you, Rob. How do they beat Tom Brady? I think everybody would have preferred, Packers fans, to see perhaps Drew Brees in the cold, not Tom Brady, who's well-versed in cold weather games and championship games.
Chris, everyone talks about pressure. Zadarius Smith talked about it today. Fine. But you know what? The best thing to do is cover. Cover. Brady likes to get that ball out quick. If guys aren't open, then he's got to hold the ball. So to me, it's almost more about what happens on the back end than what happens up front.
All right, and without Antonio Brown, that might help things out a little bit. Mark Daniels?
Rob, I still think Tom Brady is a nice, good-looking, elderly gentleman. Hit him. You got to hit him and get him to the ground if you can, but I think bounce him around. It's how the Giants did it in 2 Super Bowls. It's how the Packers are going to have to do it on Sunday, and I really think we're going to see Zadarius between the guards, clogging it up with Kenny and running games, and then let Rashawn Gary and Preston Smith try to pincer him in and collapse that pocket as fast as possible.
It was a sad day yesterday for all of us. Ted, sadly, he's been deteriorating for a while, and I think while we didn't see it coming, I think we knew it was imminent. We didn't know how quickly, and if anything, I think it'll inspire, particularly those of our players, and so many of them. You look at our roster, Ted's stamp is all over it, and it was really seeing the comments from players and people that have worked with Ted across the league, and it was really heartwarming to see how much Ted meant to so many people.
It would be beautiful symmetry, wouldn't it be? 10-year anniversary of when you guys hoisted that trophy together in Dallas, that you guys could hoist another one?
I'll take that. That sounds good to me.
He would too.
It would be a wonderful tribute to Ted.
Wisconsin comic Charlie Barons of Manitowoc Minute fame taking a turn in the Packers radio booth. And since his analyst skills were spot on, we thought we should put him to work here on Cover 2. But we need a little bit more than a Manitowoc Minute. So, Charlie, in your new role as analyst, thanks for joining us. What do you like about this matchup on Sunday?
You know what I like about this matchup is we got the Buccaneers coming from Florida, okay, where the weather is nice and pristine and you can bronze your pectorals, okay? Well, that's not what the Packers have been doing. They have been spending 0 time bronzing the pectorals. What they've been doing is practicing in the tundra, the frozen tundra, okay? And it's going to be cold, okay? I mean, it's in the 15s today in Green Bay, okay? I think I'm not a meteorologist, but I can use the Google. And then on Sunday, it's looking like we got some little snow coming down from the sky, and you know what that means. The Packers thrive in that environment, okay? This is a team that knows how to ice fish.
This is what it's all about, is going to Lambeau Field and playing a game of football. I mean, it is just what football is all about. So I definitely rank Lambeau Field up there. And you know, probably would say top 3 places to play.
And welcome back on the road to Tampa. Time for our predictions. As I said earlier in the show with Jason, Rob, and Mark, I'll take the Packers 27-21. Bailey's going 31-26 Packers. And Dave thinking it's going to be a nail-biter in overtime. The Packers will pull it out 37-31. Again, here is the lineup for Championship Sunday. You know Packers and Bucks kick off at 2:05, and the winner will get the Bills and the Chiefs, and that game kicks off at 5:40 Central Time. That's our show for tonight. Thanks for watching Cover 2, The Road to Tampa. For those in Green Bay, we'll see you back here on Sunday night. So long, everybody.